Dawit Wubishet from Ethiopia. More are written there on the paper, so I don't go in details about myself. I've been working in two countries. The first one was in Zambia, and then the second one is in Ethiopia, where I come from. I've been working particularly in these 16 years with young people preparing themselves to become missionaries. So in their training of formation, in their training to priesthood and to missionary life, I was involved in accompanying them in their own vocational discernment. So these 16 years were spent in this way. So I can talk about Ethiopia. The last 8 years I have been working in Ethiopia again in the area of accompanying these young people. And I have been teaching also theology in one of the national seminaries that we have in Ethiopia, again for the past 8 years. So my main focus has been, again, accompanying these people in their own vocational journey, spiritually, as well as also intellectually, through the lectures and through the different courses that I have been teaching for the past 8 years. Ethiopia is one of those countries that passed through all kinds of turmoils. Thank God, at least for the past 20 years, we have been okay. And things have become quite good, and the government is trying its best. And at least we don't have war. And for the past 20 years, at least we have enjoyed relatively good, peaceful situation. And the country has been focusing more on the development and putting on the infrastructures that are needed for the country. So far, I think we are quite okay. My presence as a Comboni missionary was in a very specific kind of setting when it comes to church reality. The church in Ethiopia is predominantly Orthodox. The majority are Orthodox Christians. So we, the Catholics, are the minority. So we are, working in this environment of predominantly Orthodox Church with a good presence of the Catholic Church. So my presence, again, in this kind of reality has been mainly in creating missionary awareness. That this church, which is very strong and which is also a very old church, Christianity goes back to the 4th century in Ethiopia. So to bring it, with this awareness about other realities, about other situations, and this missionary dimension has been lacking. So through my own teaching in the seminary, as well as also in the different parishes where I used to go for pastoral activities, this was the element that I was trying to impart. So our presence, the Comboni Missionaries' presence in that part of Ethiopia, is precisely with this peculiar element, that of bringing awareness and sensitivity about the missionary dimension of the church. Because the church, since it is an old church, it tends to be closed in itself. So bringing again this awareness into the church has been, I think, the novelty of our presence as Comboni missionaries. I finish here in case there are some questions.
Father, can you talk a little bit about how well is the relationship between the Orthodox and Catholics in Ethiopia? They're very cooperative?
Yes. As I said, the Orthodox are the majority. Mm-hmm. Of course, they make sure that their presence is felt more than the Catholics. And, every now and then they try to treat us as if, we are just foreigners. And they want to make sure that they are the dominant. This is, at least this is how you can sense it. But at the level of the hierarchy, at the level of the leaders, we earn a good respect because, the Catholic Church has a very strong influence in the country, particularly when it comes to education. We have been running a lot of Catholic schools, so this is a credit that is always attributed to the Catholic